3, 2, 1. What up, my people? We are lit today. This is Solid TV, and you are tuned in to Story Time on Solid TV. And I promise my people that I will be telling stories about my past life, and I mean, shit that I went through growing up. 41 years old. And I want to tell the story how I took over Bedford Street in Hartford, Connecticut, at the age of 14, I believe. I was 14 years old. It all started, well, I was, gang banging, running the streets and doing whatever to make money or whatever. I moved on Bedford Street. My mother had Section 8, and we lived right in the corner next to the club. Actually, they had a 24-hour store. Everybody had to go to the 24-hour store, to get blunts or whatever. There was a Jamaican club right there in the corner, and shit was pumping on the weekends. There was fights in front of the building. Like, the first day that I moved in there were drug dealers in front fighting with the police. They fucked up a lady and everything. This was a real bad street. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, wow, like the first day when I'm looking out the window, we seen a cop broad get fucked up. They slammed her, they fucking took her walkie-talkie, her gun, everything. Like, this shit was wild. I'm like, damn, I gotta walk to the store every day, to get cigarettes and blunts and shit like that. And every time I walk to the store, like I got along with everybody. Like everybody knew me for Junebug, as Junebug or whatever. But everybody was mad cool with me. I was from Sands Projects over there. My team was lit. My boys over there, we was not a fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So everywhere I went, people was like, yeah, that kid he's from Sands, but them niggas is about it over there. So the word spreads around the projects, around Hartford or whatever. Sands Projects was like one of the elite projects, man. Like, the boys from there not to be fucked with. Anyway, so I'm living on Bedford Street. Boom, walking to the store every day. Walking to the store every day, somebody would stop and ask me, yo, who got dope? Yo, who got boy? Yo, who got girl? Yo, who got boy? Who got girl? And I'm like, damn, I'm like 14 years old, but I always dress, like a street kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my Nikes on, and I always represented, you know what I'm saying? I always dressed good, So, kind of looked like a drug dealer because I like to dress in fashion, you know what I'm saying? So everybody always asking me, yo, you got dope, yo, you got this, yo, you got that, you got this and the third. And I'm like, nah. But, it's like, damn, there's a lot of money to be made. There's nobody out here. Like, where the fuck is everybody at? Like, from one day to another, that block was dead. There was nobody out there selling any dope. There was a bunch of dope fiends out there sick, throwing up. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? So, my sister had started dating her first baby father. His name was Pete. You know what I'm saying? Pete was from New York, and he was connected with a lot of Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? So, Pete came to the house one day. He always, I was always into my music and, smoking weed and with my solid brothers and everything. So he knew that I had potential to blow that place up, like to make a lot of money there. So he comes to my house one day. And he's like, yo, listen, man, I'm going to pay you $1,000 a night. Let me bag up in your house. So I'm like, damn, $1,000. 14 years old, $1,000 to bag up in your... No, I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. I think it was 500, but they also gave my mother 500. So we didn't make $1,000 out of these people, bagging up heroin in our house. They had to use masks. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes had a jar of cocaine like this big. In that jar of cocaine, they will sniff to stay awake because these guys will be bagging up for 4, 5, 6 nights in a row. Mind you, they're paying us daily, bro. This nigga used to let me take a spoon of that coke every day. He's like, yo, I ain't got no money, but take a spoon of that coke, and I'm pretty sure you could hustle some money real quick. And I was like, bet. So every day I should take a scoop of that shit, go to the projects and just start giving this shit away, man, for $2, $3. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I used to always look out for my people. I ain't never left nobody sick. So a lot of people was like, yo, man, you should start selling that shit, this, that, and the third. And I was like, man, yo, I don't know. But one day we were bagging up, and whatever was left in the table, he was like, yo, if you want to make little baggies and shit and just sell it, get rid of it, give it out for samples, whatever you want to do. So it was like maybe like a stack in my projects in Hartford is 10 bundles. A bundle is 10 bags. So a stack is a a package with 100 bags in it. You know, bundles are 10. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me a stack to give away and hand out to the people. So the first person that I knew was a neighbor next to me. I forget his name, but he was real cool people. He was a neighbor. He wanted to try one of the bags, and I gave him a bag, and he actually OD'd off of that bag. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was kind of depressing for me because I I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was young, you know what I'm saying? Even though his family, you know, took him to the hospital and, you know, through the grace of God, they saved him, but he OD'd. I felt like shit about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm 14 years old. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, you know, we start like that. You know, the Dominicans used to give all the material to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law used to give it to me, and or we used to bag up, and whatever was left over, he gave it to me, and I went out there, I gave it out, and I handed out, and everybody knew that my shit was fire. At around the time, I had some bags called One Way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened to those Dominicans, but those Dominicans got robbed in New York. Something happened. One of them niggas ended up getting shot in the eye. So I lost that connect, man. That was my plug. Those are the niggas that I was eating for, you know, when I started. So I didn't have no plug. So, you know, I'm walking to the corner store. I was like buying little stacks from my boys over there on Brook Street, like Scarface and them niggas from Brook Street, Cabeza, and all the motherfuckers from Brook Street. That was my competition. Now I gotta go over there to buy their shit so I can keep my block moving. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I meet with this black dude. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell by the way everybody was around him that he was like one of them dogs not to be fucked with. Like he don't had the avenue fucked up. His name was Ant Spencer. Them niggas, man. Them niggas, you know, in and out of prison their whole life. You know, they run the streets. You know, those niggas was big. And those niggas came up to me and they was like, yo, my man, we're gonna work with you, this, that, and the third, boom, boom. I started working with Ant Spencer and them boys, right? So I started working for them boys and everything was going beautiful, man. Cars, money, the house blessed. You know what I'm saying? My mother was doing her thing on the DL. She was living that gangster shit too. I had a badass girl. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was going good. Everything was going good. My mother was one of them psychic old ladies, man, that'll have a fucking dream and be like, yo, listen, man, and get everything out the house because they're gonna raid this shit. So my mother's always been a psychic in my life. And she saved me from a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? She tells me to get rid of the guns. I get rid of the guns. Boom, boom, boom. Get rid of all the work. Boom, boom, boom. I was like selling, get rid of all the work. Boom. That month, I think it was a Monday morning. My connect came. I gave them a lot of money. I'm not even gonna tell you how much money it was.